The Chariot of Hermes has attached to its car a white and also black sphinx. Each of these symbolic animals propounds an enigma to the neophyte. The word of the white sphinx is Yakin. The word of the black sphinx is Boaz. The former word here signifies love. The latter word here signifies power. Samael guides the white sphinx. Anael guides the black sphinx, because attraction is set up by contraries. Hermes, seated in the chariot, touches the black sphinx with the point of a sword of steel, but the white sphinx with a scepter of gold. It is after the type founded by the thrice great Hermes that the magus learns how to use the magical wand and the sword to control good and evil powers and beings. Evil beings fear the sword because their astral forms are subject to wounds and to being severed by such a weapon. White spirits obey the consecrated magical wand because of its correspondence to the type of wand of the God-sent magician Moses. Formation and consecration of a magical sword. The sword blade of steel should be forged in the hour of Mars, and new smith's tools should be used. The pommel should be made of silver, made hollow and containing a little quicksilver, the symbols of Mercury and Luna, with the monograms of Gabriel and Samael should be engraved upon its surface. The hilt should be encased with tin and should have the symbol of Jupiter and the monogram of Michael engraved upon it. There should be a small triangular copper plate extending from the hilt up the blade of the sword a short distance on each side. On these should be engraved the symbols of Venus and Mercury. The guards should end in two curved plates on each side. Of these, the words Gedula, Netzer upon one side, and Gibora, Hod, upon the other, should be engraved, and in the middle between them engrave the Sephirothic name Tifereth. Upon the blade itself engrave on one side Malkuth, and on the other side the words Qui ou Deus. The consecration of the magical sword must be performed on a Sunday during the solar hour and under the invoked power of Michael. Drape the altar, prepare the tripod, and burn therein the wood of laurel and cypress. Consecrate the fire, and then thrust the blade of the sword into it, saying, Elohim Zebaoth, by the power of the Tetragrammaton, in the name of Adonai and of Michael. May this sword become the weapon of might to scatter the beings of the unseen world. May its use in war bring peace. May it be brilliant as Tifereth, terrible as Gibora, and as merciful as Hesed. Withdraw the sword from the fire and quench it in a liquid composed of the blood of a reptile, mixed with sap to be obtained from a green laurel. Then polish the blade with the ashes of vervain carefully burned. Formation and consecration of the magic wand. Choose the wood of an almond or nut tree which has just flowered for the first time. The bough should be cut off at one blow by the magical sickle. It must be bored evenly from end to end without any crack or injury, and a magnetized steel needle of the same length must be introduced. One end must be closed by clear, transparent glass bead, and the other end by a similar bead of resin. Cover these two ends with sachets of silk. Fit two rings near the middle of the wand, one of copper and one of zinc, and supply two portions of fine chain of the same metals. Roll them around the wand and fix the ends into the wand close to the ends. Upon the wand should then be written the names of the 12 spirits of the zodiacal cycle. Their sigils should also be added: Aries, Sarahiel, Taurus, Araziel, Gemini, Sarahiel, Cancer, Fakiel, Leo, Seratiel, Virgo, Shaltiel, Libra, Chadakiel, Scorpio, Sartiziel, Sagittarius, Saritiel, Capricornus, Semachiel, Aquarius, Zagmachiel, and Pisces, Vacabiel. Upon the copper ring engrave in Hebrew letters from left to right the words, the Holy Jerusalem, and upon the zinc ring engrave in Hebrew letters from left to right the words, the King Solomon. When the wand is complete, it must be consecrated by invocations of spirits of the 4 elements and of the 7 planets by ceremonies lasting over the 7 days of a week, using the special incense and prayers already described for each day. The consecrated wand, and indeed all magical implements, should be kept wrapped in silk, are never allowed in contact with any colour but black, and it is well to keep them in a cedar or ebony box. With this wand, duly made and fully consecrated, the magus can cure unknown diseases, he may enchant a person, or cause him to fall asleep at will, can wield the forces of the elements, and cause the oracles to speak.